I love The Simpsons. Well, at least everything until like season 18. It always varies. Sometimes I like the new episodes. Sometimes I'd rather die. I mean, but I'm getting off track here. Let's talk about video games. Just like the SpongeBob games are good. Well, most of them at least. So are the Simpsons games. Again, some of them. My personal favorite is Hit and Run. I love the fact that Simpsons, it's just Grand Theft Auto Simpsons. But in order to keep it from being M-rated, they took some sacrifices, limited curse words. Instead of stealing cars, you carpool. I don't really know either. But seeing as how I love this game, regardless, I decided to do an interview on it. Not an interview, review. Screw it. Not gonna cut this out of the video. Too lazy. It's just gonna be split up into different sections. Music, gameplay, you know, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Well, story in a Simpsons game, you know, that might sound a little silly, but screw it, I'll still talk about it anyways. The story is less simple, but not too complex. Just the way I like it. There is spoilers, by the way. I mean, if you're the kind of guy that worries about spoilers for a Simpsons game, that's a little weird, but the story is Homer's doing everyday tasks when he realizes black vans are watching him and his family. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, Bart is abducted by aliens and then returns brainwashed. Then Marge finds out it's the cola that the whole town's been drinking that brainwashed him. So then Bart stumbles upon a secret with Apu. It's the aliens. The tainted cola created an army of zombies. No, really, they're actual zombies. So Homer finds their weakness and takes them down, saving the whole town. The thing about the story in this game is, well, for the first look, it's a lot to take in, but as you play the game, it becomes more clear and easy to follow. Or at least that's how I felt playing it. Again, story is a little silly, but I think that's what they're going for with the whole zombie stuff. So, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 for story, just story-wise. Some things are just kind of unnecessary and halted the story, but other than that, I thought it was fine. Next, we got music, and I really like the music a lot. The whole soundtrack sounds straight out of the show, and I mean, really, straight out of the show. Listen to any track. Really, my only complaint is that some of the tracks sound similar. All the characters have their own music cues, though, so that's pretty cool. Homer has like a bumbling idiot feel. Sorry if that's a little harsh. Bart is like early 2000 punk rock. Lisa's is just jazz, because of course. Marge is very calm because of the nighttime setting. Apu's is, well, don't want to sound racist here, but I mean, they're stereotypical. But I still love his character. Then Bart's second level, more punk rock, and Homer's second level is very Halloween oriented to fit the overall level theme. I think that all of the music cues fit the characters' personalities. All other music is also very catchy, especially Homer's first level. I mean, just any of those tracks are gold. Overall, I give the music like a 7 out of 10. Because again, some of the tracks do sound very similar. Now we got the controls. Is it funny when a game trying to replicate somehow does everything better controls-wise? Because I feel like the game drastically improves on GTA's controls. Especially because the cars, it doesn't feel like I'm driving on ice. Feels very fluent, and for lack of a better word, good. I would give the controls a 9 out of 10, only because the walking controls can be improved a little, but not a lot. But they're still pretty good overall. Now for the gameplay. I mean, that's kind of like a little vague when I just say gameplay, but I mean the real meat of the game. The levels, interactable objects, you know, stuff like that. To start off, I will go over all the levels, in which there are 7. Well, there's like 7 levels and 7 missions or sub-levels. The first one, well, it's Homer's. The map consists of Simpson's house, the Quickie Mart, Springfield Elementary, the Planet Cemetery, and even more, just to list off a few basic landmarks. All these areas are explorable and fun to explore. Next is Bart's level. This place consists of the Jebediah Tribute, Moe's Tavern, City Hall, Hospital, more stuff. Just like the last one, it's fun to go around. Fun missions involving characters like Bart and Milhouse. This is also where we get some story development. And then Lisa's next, the next level is Lisa. It has like the pizzeria, bowling alley, some camp area, the bay area. The missions are fun as well. Marge's level reuses assets from Homer's first level, but adds more explorable areas like Bran's house. It also takes place during night instead of the morning. And Apu's level is, it's Bart's level again, but just like Marge's, has more explorable areas during at a different time. Then Bart's second level, it's Lisa's first level, but with more playable areas at a different time. And then Homer's second level is, well, it's Homer's first level and Marge's first level, reused again at a different time. But this time it's more original because it's got more individuality because it's Halloween themed. I like everything from the decorations to the music and the NPCs because they're all like zombie and Halloween related. And overall, I'd say about an 8 out of 10 when it comes to levels. That's really it for gameplay. Miscellaneous. This may be cheating a little, but I was too lazy to come up with other categories. But, oh god. The miscellaneous aspects, like voice acting and graphics and other stuff that doesn't really matter that much. I mean, well, the graphics can be described as a little scary looking. Some of the models don't even look like the characters they're trying to represent. But it does do a good job of bringing the Simpsons' life into 3D space. And it can be very pretty and colorful at times. They did at least get all the voice actors. Unlike SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, which I talked about last video. I don't... Is that Mr. Krabs that voices him? I don't even remember. The writing, however, is very funny, just like the show. The lines that they write for the characters fits in with their personalities real good. Even the minor characters like Skinner, Milhouse, Wiggum, just to name a few. And other characters have very important roles in the story or missions, like Smithers, Burns, Snake, and even more. Some characters don't have a unique mission, but can be interacted with, like Moe, Lenny, Carl, just to name a few. Like a bunch of little details that make this game perfect. I love it. In total, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Just the miscellaneous stuff. Just because sometimes the graphics can be a little scary. To conclude, when I add up the points and find the average, it's a 8.2 out of 10. Trust me, I did the math. I'd say that it accurately describes how I feel about this game. Some small room for improvement. It wouldn't add much to the game, but would make it more complete. I still really love this game with all of my heart, and now seeing how popular it is, I can see why. Also, the modding community is huge. One of these days I should do a video on hit and run mods. I've done it before, but the video is even more trash than this one. Please just buy the game no matter what. It's semi-cheap. Get it for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, or PC. You will not regret it. The video out of the way. I will see you next video, hopefully. See ya.